Hi everyone, my name is Nikhail and I'm currently a final year student on the International Politics BSc program here at City University of London. So, to start with, regarding the structure of the International Politics IP program for short, it's structured into 3 different years, with years 1 and 2 being predominantly module-based. Now, you have a list of core modules which are compulsory for you to take, and they are very interesting even though they are compulsory. And then you have a list of elective modules. And I draw particular attention to these electives because they come from a wide variety of departments within City. And off the top of my head, I can think of the journalism department, the sociology department, the languages department, IP department, IPE, International Political Economy department, for which City is really well known. And what this means for the City student, especially the IP student, is that from very early on, you are able to specialize and focus upon the areas of your own research interest. However, if you don't yet have a clear vision of what you would like to do, well, the wide variety of modules helps you with that, because then you could perhaps pick something which might be different or might simply be of curiosity to you, and so on. And this leads on to your final year, your 3rd year, in which you will have a few modules which are most likely to be elective ones, and your final year dissertation, which is a very important component of the degree itself. And I say it's important, but it's also very enjoyable, because you can then use all the knowledge you've acquired over the first 2 years and put it into practice with a topic of your own interest. Very early on, I knew that I wanted to focus on the corporate/political sphere as a research interest, and ideally for my future career, which meant that I took several modules from the IPE department. And these included the making of the modern world economy, advanced principles of economics, and the multinational corporation. I think this is also a very good point for me to move on to one of the highlights of the degree, the program for me, and that was in the first term of my 3rd year studying a module which was fortunately offered by the IP department called Global Governance. And it was particularly special to me to study this because I had been studying global governance since A-levels, and the opportunity to engage with critical perspectives of global governance such as post-colonialism and decolonialism meant that I was able to apply these approaches to areas of interest within global governance. What comes to mind immediately is my assessment for the module, in which I wrote about sustainable and green supply chains, more specifically Arctic shipping, and how I was able to use that original research I prepared to create a proposal to present at the London Student Sustainability Conference 2022. And I think that whilst it was the originality of my research which allowed me to do so, I don't think I would have even known of the conference or the opportunity without, being a City student, thanks to City's links with other University of London institutions, professional networks, and academics, which means that even though you might be an IP student, you have, again, a wide access to events, networks, and academics from a wide variety of disciplines as a student at City. Moving on to some of the opportunities which you may have as a student during your course, I like to draw attention to the microplacement program, which is one of the many placement opportunities offered to students. And I can speak from a personal perspective, as I was chosen to go forth with this program, the microplacement. And what it entails is a month-long internship at a company of your choice from a list which you apply to several, and you get allocated to one. And in my case, I was allocated to a space economics consultancy where I developed soft skills such as a wider commercial awareness, knowledge about the space sector and investment going in there, but also developing my more technical skills such as in communication, database management, and Excel spreadsheet creation. And I think that every city student who has access to these opportunities should definitely go ahead and apply to them, because they will definitely influence not only your professional and career aspiration, but they can bring knowledge and skills which you can apply to the duration of your studies. Finally, some pieces of advice for anyone who is considering joining or is already on the IP program. I would suggest to simply read some more, because building upon your knowledge base during the first 2 years will be significantly beneficial for your third year and your dissertation writing stage. Similarly, City offers an unparalleled access to subscriptions such as Financial Times, or I could talk about the Northampton Square Library, which I've got lost in several times due to its 4-story nature and its endless corridors full of books and so forth. Similarly, City's online library allows you to access a wide variety of databases, journals, interviews, qualitative information, and so on. And I think that really throwing yourself into this wide literature and really investing your time into it is probably one of the best tips I can give you. Similarly, polishing up your essay writing skills with the variety of workshops that City hosts in academic writing skills and so forth is something which I would definitely advise you to do. And you have your student representatives, brand ambassadors, the Student Staff Liaison Committee, all of which want to and seek to improve the student experience at City for yourself and your colleagues. No matter what your area of interest might be, it is very likely that there is going to be an area of study or research around it. In my case, an interest in Arctic shipping might sound foreign or very niche to many, but I know that there were countless instances during my modules when the topic came up in my mind, such as in global governance, as I told you. However, you could talk about how elements of IPE, international political economy, and international institutions might impact Arctic shipping, or it could be any topic of your choice, but speaking with your lecturers and speaking with your teaching assistants, they will inherently and inevitably guide you towards the right way, and that will help you deepen your knowledge, but also to pursue your interests in a wider manner. So thank you so much for listening to my vlog, and I wish you all the best for your future endeavors and hopefully your time at City. Thank you so much. Bye.